Good morning, bosses. How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing great. Here in Miami is raining cats and dogs. There's storm warning. Last night was terrible. Like, it rained a lot, 11 inches of rain, whatever that means. That means a lot of fucking water. So today we're not going to do anything, just going to stay inside, trying to keep dry because the streets also are terrible to drive. Everything is flooded. That happens once in a while here in Miami. It is what it is. We are on the coast. We are on the hurricane paths. So sometimes that happens. So I'm just gonna answer some real estate questions today. The vlog is going to be a little bit different. If you want something more fun, more active, come in a couple of days because Saturday is going to be the same and Sunday probably is going to be the same also, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna answer some questions people made on my Instagram. Actually, on my Instagram account, now you're going to see that my picture is this little GIF, this little owl here, is an NFT that I bought. It's my first NFT. I have an NFT project that I'm designing, so I bought this to understand how the community work, how the NFT world works, so I can develop my own project. Of course, it's going to be related to real estate. I'm already participating in one NFT project and tokenizing properties and NFT projects with real estate with a company called Housebeat. Actually, I was the first real estate agent that actually sold a property to be tokenized here in Miami. Tokenized in the proper way, because the way that a lot of people are doing tokens and NFTs for real estate is basically an investment fund where they put the property under a corporation, LLC or something like that, and then they tokenize the shares of this property. And that's not the proper way to do it, because that's considered a security and we don't want to be considered as a security. We did very differently. We did with the land trust. So actually you own a piece of the actual property, not a piece of a financial instrument that is related to a property. So that was super cool. We bought the property in downtown Miami. We tokenized. Now the company is selling the tokens. The tokens are to own the property. Não, Brownie, aí não, acabei de lavar. Não, vai pra tua cama, vai pra tua cama. The property, the tokens are to be a part owner of the property. Each property has 1,000 tokens, and the NFT that is not launched yet but is going to be soon, the NFT gives the right of a person to occupy that property. If you own the token, you cannot occupy the property, you just own part of that property. And if you own 1 token, 2 tokens, 100 tokens, 500 tokens of that property, you have that interest in that property. Meaning that if you actually have 1,000 tokens, you can just go to Miami-Dade city and say, look, I own this land trust to this property. I want to transfer the property to my name. You can definitely do it. That's not the main goal of tokenizing property. The tokenization of property is to actually making it more accessible for people to invest in real estate easier, because you can buy with a click of with a touch of a button in your cell phone or in your computer. So it's much easier. And the NFT, the person who holds the NFT is going to buy this NFT from, of course, in the first launch is going to buy from the issuing entity, which is Housebeat, and after that the owner of the NFT can sell this NFT on the secondary market as they please. And once you own the NFT, you're going to pay a monthly fee to cover all the costs and to be able to occupy that property. On Housebeat website, you can see all the costs that are included to buy and to maintain the NFT. And basically, as long as you hold the NFT and you are making your payments, you can occupy that property. So it's very simple, it's very easy. And once you don't want to occupy that property anymore, you just need to sell the NFT for somebody else. And that in Miami, it's very good, because here usually you do a 1 year rent or 2 years rent, and you have to give the first deposit, the second deposit, the last deposit, a security deposit, an association deposit. So there's a lot of bureaucracy involved in renting a property, and buying the NFT makes everything easier. You just buy the NFT, you go through the camera shake because Brownie just, hi Brownie, I love you. You buy the NFT, you go to the QYC program to know your client, because we need to know who the property or who the NFT owner is. and of course we need to register this person in the association, in the building. If there is an association, he needs to go to the screening. Everything is contingent to that. But in the end, the process is much more simple because you don't have a rent contract that you need to do. It doesn't matter your credit score, it doesn't matter anything. You just need to buy the NFT and be able to pay monthly. So let's say you bought this NFT and you are paying this monthly fee, and for some reason you don't want to live in that property anymore. You just sell the NFT for another person. Whereas if you have a rental contract or a rent contract to a property, and if you want to leave before, you're going to lose your deposit. So that's not very good. And also another thing that I see in the NFT for rental properties, that actually now you can arbitrage the rent. Imagine that you are seeing the rents going up. You buy that NFT right now for X amount of dollars, and you see that the rents on that community or that area are going up. And now you have that NFT. You can say to anybody, look, you want to live here? Buy the NFT for me and you can make money for that. So it's a great way of investing in a property, in the rental market of the property, without actually buying a property to receive rent. So you can speculate and arbitrage the rent. And also if you buy the token, that's when blockchain, and that's when NFT and tokens and cryptocurrencies start to get interest to me. Once people were just on the hype of buying the cryptocurrency for buying the cryptocurrency, for me they were just full of shit, because they were with this speech that is decentralized and it's not fiat money, it's not the government, it's not this and not that, but the only thing that they care about was the price in dollar amount of the cryptocurrency that they were buying. So for me, that all that romantic speech about cryptocurrency was bullshit. But once I start seeing the utility of the blockchain and NFTs and tokens in the real world, then I start to get interested. Because right now you buy the token for this property, you have a real asset behind the token. So the market price of that token, of course, market price is always going to be according to supply and demand of something. So if someone wants to buy that token, the token is going to go up. If a lot of people want to sell that token, the token price is going to go down. However, there is an asset behind it. So if there is an asset with a market price that anybody can assess, anybody can appraise, anybody can evaluate, the price of the token automatically is attached to that price. So if Daniel holds the token and for some reason really need the money, I can sell under the market price for that property, and someone that's seeing that, they are going to see, look, this property worth $400,000 and the token that Daniel is selling is for $380, so there's $20,000 that I can make there. I just buy from Daniel, and just by bringing to the market price, you are making money. So now that thing got interesting to me in the sense of the tokens, and of course in the sense of the NFT. NFT is much more than just a design. I'm not judging people that buy the design because a lot of people buy art. Someone thinks that Mona Lisa worth millions of dollars and buy the Mona Lisa. Someone thinks that a Rembrandt or a Degas or whatever painter in the world, artist in the world worth, Roberto Brito, which is a Brazilian that is very well known here in Miami. I particularly don't like, but a lot of people like, and they pay a lot of money for their art. So what's the difference of having a 1 out of 1 art from Romero Brito and having a 1 out of 1 art from the private jet pajama party, which was the NFT that I bought? There's no different. There's just a sense of value that is individualized for each person. Each person values something very different. For instance, for me, doing an Iron Man was super interesting, super valuable, and everybody puts value in things as they want. Of course, art is a lot of speculation, because if you buy the art for buying the art, good for you. But if you're buying the art to speculate, you need to hope that more people think the same way that you do, and the price of that thing goes up. But the art is just one thing behind the NFT. The NFT is actually a contract that is registered on the blockchain and make everybody's lives easier. This guy, for instance, just giving an example on the art. once I bought that NFT from someone, the original artist got a 3% royalty. That doesn't happen with the Mona Lisa. If someone buys the Mona Lisa today, the family of Leonardo da Vinci is not going to receive a penny for it because they don't hold the copyright or the property rights for that, the ownership rights for that painting anymore. So they made it once, they sell it once, and that's what they got their money from. So imagine a real estate developer that associates with very famous architect, and now they have this star architect, or a building that has a great appeal because this architect is super famous and everybody wants to live in their property. So imagine now that instead of selling the units and selling the residences, the real estate developer sells NFTs that are attached to that residence, and someone sells the property, they can only sell on the blockchain, and every time they sell on the blockchain, the developer makes a 1% fee forever and ever, as those people or those buyers, original buyers, are trading those properties on the blockchain. So that you can scale to everything else. If you are a fitness instructor, you are famous, you are designing a community around your business, and you have a limited amount of space to fill. You are only going to serve 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, and everybody that wants to come in needs to buy the NFT from someone that is there. So those people are paying you a monthly fee to have that NFT and having access to you and to your information in your programs, but every time that they don't want to be there anymore, they can sell that NFT to someone else and you make a profit on that. So once I start seeing the utility of NFT to the real world, then I got interested, and that's why I started to invest in NFT, and I'm designing an NFT project for real estate. And that's why I bought this owl. It kind of looks like me, the black shirt, always chasing the dollar. That dollar is for the Nirvana album, if you don't know. I don't smoke pipes, but I smoke cigars. So it's kind of similar, even though it's not. However, I bought it because it's fun, it's nice. I'm being a part of the community on Discord to see how they interact, and it's being very cool. So I said I was going to do a Q&A session, but I think just explaining how we are using tokens and NFTs in real estate and giving you, I'm not an expert, I just jumped in on this in August from last year, so August. 9 months, I've been studying for that thing for 9 months. I'm not an expert, I have a lot to learn, but I already learned what I wanted to know. Is how to attach NFT to the real world, and how can we make money on this, and how can we use that to simplify our lives. And I really like it. That's the present, that's the future. We are just starting on that thing. I think this is like internet in 1996, 1997. A lot of things that are worth nothing are being sold and traded for a lot of money. 99.9% of those things are going to go down, but in the middle of it, we are going to have the Amazons, the Googles, that are going to be very successful. And I think everybody that starts now can create a community, can create environment where they can explore the world of NFTs and how to apply that to their business. So yeah, it was a good talk. It was supposed to be a Q&A. I'll leave the Q&A for another day. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe we have content, maybe we don't. But it was super fun to talk about NFT and what we are doing. And I'm proud to be the first real estate agent to ever sell a property for proper tokenization and NFT here in Miami market. So yeah, if you want to know more about it, let me know in the comment if you want to know more about how tokens and NFTs can be applied to the real estate market. And yeah, let's start talking about this.